Hey guys, Marco Flores here with Nerd in the Bay, and we're checking out a game called Operate Now Hospital. It's I believe it's a surgeon simulator sort of game. It's a hospital game. So you're gonna learn how to operate a hospital and do all sorts of operations and try to earn money and just keep a hospital afloat while maintaining staff and such. So it's like a management hospital. Um, yeah, that those sort of two things type of game. So we're gonna jump right in here. Put in our own name. Gonna put our usual name. So we're gonna get into basically a tutorial showing us how to do the different kind of functions that you can do in terms of surgery. So you have a gaping wound. So we're basically gonna close this up. So first we're going to do is we're going to thread a needle. Need stitches on the wound to close it up. So it's telling us to do like 3. Or maybe multiple. Or the best places to stitch basically. Then we're going to put an applicator just to clean the wound so it doesn't get infected. And that's that for this one. And so once you finish the operation, you get like rated and score. If you do any sort of mistakes, if you take too much time, or if you take a really short time, you probably get like bonuses and stuff. But you're developing a story as you're playing the game. So Serona is more of a straightforward, blunt sort of doctor. So she's not really feeling you just showing up out of nowhere and not doing anything about it, or not being an effective person. So now we get to name our hospital. So I was trying to think, what's the best name to show that we care about people's lives? And I tried Primetime Player's name, Millions of Dollars, but it wouldn't let me, so I had to change it up. So let's try another name that's gonna show that we care. Cash Money. There you go. Cash Money Mill. Cash Money Millionaires. So we get to pick our icon. Now we're here at the hospital section of the game. Here you're gonna be doing like a checklist sort of thing. Basically it tells us what needs to be done in terms of missions or maybe prerequisites to move on to the next storyline. So we got to build an operating room, and once it's finished, then you need to assign a person, which is going to show in a little bit. Keep your hospital running, allowed you to produce resources you need. So each of the rooms that you build basically comes on a timer. And now we are ready to do our next mission, story mission. Shows us the description of what's going on, and then you move on to the next cutscene. And basically it tells us what to do or where to go. So considering we're in the tutorial section, it's going to hold our hand for now until I get the hang of things, and then I can go on my own and such. So once again, we're going to put on applicator. Then we're going to make an incision. Clean one as best as possible. More of an incision. There you go. Now we're inside. So you don't want to take too long, is what they're saying, while you're trying to do the operation or surgery. I'm going to cut again. So we're going to laser that out. Put on an applicator, make sure the wound heals up properly, make sure it's fine. Then we're going to close that up. on the intestine. And then most likely, once you get into the later stages, your patient goes on, cardiac arrest. So you need to resuscitate them, basically matching the circle size, and then also sliding knobs and switches and such. And then placing the pads on the proper places so the person can resuscitate. So that's all good. Now we can finish up closing our patient. All right. Then applicator once again, clean the wound, and that's that. That is the next stage. That was the second mission stage. So you get all sorts of like gameplay. You get the operation side of it. You get the management side of it. You get a little bit of story. 3 departments types you manage. So you need beds. You need a break room. You need like a front desk to admit everybody. So we're not doing too bad. But she's saying how far we're willing to go, as if we need to do anything drastic right now. So we can start our next mission. So we need to delegate workload. So here, this is where you're going to be assigning your nurses, your surgeons, front desk people. You're going to be assigning a bunch of people. And as you assign people, they lose stamina. So that's where the break room comes into play, where they can recharge. But you also need somebody like a backup for that person you assigned for the room. So we earned Dr. Ambrosia. Obtaining award. So now we're gonna build a ward. And as usual with management games and room building, once you selected to build the room, then it's gonna take a timer to finish up, or you can use your premium currency to just fast forward the time and not have to deal with it and make sure the room is ready. So now I got a nurse. That's a level 3. Gold hearts and a cup of coffee. Is that what I'm seeing? And as you can see, each individual character has their own stamina limit. So next, we're gonna do a break room. As soon as I finish this, we can do a break room so people can rest. Yeah, she's pretty straightforward. Amy's like, nah, man, we need to chill and relax. All right, so we're gonna build a break room. Costs 12,500. We have enough money, so you can build it right there. Ready in 10 minutes. I was like, nah, I ain't coming for all that. So I'm gonna rush it just so it's ready for this video at least. Claim the rewards, and then boom, we can move on to the next stage. You're gonna keep earning staff, as well as like the rarity of the staff as well. I believe bronze like their usual. Silver is more like unlikely or like more valuable, and probably gold is like the the most valuable sort of like staff. So let's see what we need to do so we can start this. Switch staff. So we gotta select the staff room, reception area, and see who's assigned for the room, and then switch them out. There you go. So he's not doing too bad, but for this tutorial's sake, they want us to learn how to switch people out. And then we can put Nurse Amy while that guy can go rest for a little bit. And you can see there's 2 more slots for each of the rooms, so you can assign maximum of 3 people. Okay. Look at our checklist. Let's see. You can claim that reward. And now we're gonna be going on to the next mission. Got an energy drink. Gives us some energy. And we definitely need it. So let's see. There you go. So tasks. Workers relentless. Patient coming with severe bone fracture. So you're not going to get the same kind of missions every single time. You're going to have like something different. Okay, we're going to put on applicator as usual so we can make the cut. Now we're going to see what we can do. So we need to take out the broken bone pieces. One more. There you go. Excuse me. So now we clean them, and now we need to reassemble them. Making sure when you reassemble the bones, you got to make sure you put them in the proper place where they were before. There's that. Metal support. So we're going to stitch that into the bones. Close the wound, and then we're going to clean it up afterwards. Boom. Applicator. Clean. And all done. I want to say the later stages become more difficult because now then, once we get past the tutorial stage, that you basically are going to be on your own and you're going to figure out like what you need to do in terms of the surgery, what are the steps and such. So we got some money from our operating room. Claim the reward there. And then move on to the next one. So we need 40 surgeon, requires energy. So there's a bunch of people that can do it. Let's see. Surgery is risky, but nothing my team can't handle. So this is where the video pretty much abruptly ends. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Operation Now. Guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then we'll see you guys next time. Okay, peace guys.